Why was Cuckoo covered in flames the very first time he transformed into Firewolf, but later had to ignite the fire himself? The truth actually goes back more than 100 years. Back then, Cuckoo was nothing more than a savage wolf roaming the forest. He burned, looted, and slaughtered without mercy, dragging the entire forest into darkness. Right around that time, the first tree god, Zoe, arrived carrying the original magical pod. Cuckoo immediately became jealous and resentful. He stole the tree god's original magic pod and used it to complete his very first transformation into the Firewolf. That original pod contained the natural divine power of the tree god itself, which was also the true source of Firewolf's flames. With those flames, he slaughtered the guardian tree god protecting the valley and burned vast stretches of the forest to ashes. But after 100 years passed, his divine firepower had long since been sealed away inside the body of a fish by the tree god. Disguising himself as a lonely yet friendly giant fish, he traveled alongside Ollie and Ivy on their adventures, but no one knew his true goal. From the very beginning, he had only been searching for the pods, so he could restore his true form as the Firewolf. The problem was that most of his original divine power had already been depleted. When he looked at his weakened body stripped of its godlike flames, all he could do was scrape his claws together to create sparks and ignite the fire manually. And to make matters worse, he himself had destroyed most of the magical pods long ago, completely cutting off his own source of divine energy. By that point, he no longer had enough power to maintain the passive flames surrounding his body. In the end, Ollie cornered him at the edge of a cliff, and the fire covering his body finally burned out completely.